And thank you very much. Lenny B back in the studio tonight, manning the controls, done a great job all week, and we certainly appreciate that. And yes, we are at our Murchie School, our Murchie High School, in the brand new gymnasium here, and it's hard to believe it. We've seen a lot of basketball this week, but it comes down to this. It is time for two teams tonight at the end of the night to hoist the gold balls they've been working so hard to get, and we've got four teams left. We've got two girls teams that are about to duke it out coming up in just a little bit in our first matchup of the evening between the Darlington Lady Tigers and the Rome Lady Wolves. And then for the nightcap, well, Darlington is going to be involved in that one as well. It'll be the Darlington Tigers and the Chattooga Indians. So going to be two great matchups for you tonight for the price of one. And if you can't make it out here to the gym, well, we're glad to have coverage for you on WLAQ 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, WLAQ1410.com, and also the YouTube video stream. So got you covered in a variety of ways this year for the tournament, and it's been a real pleasure to bring you coverage of the tournament again, and we're looking forward to just a great night of basketball from inside the gym at our Murchie High School. So yes, we'll go over the matchups during our pregame show, also give you the starting lineups, talk a little bit about how the tournament has gone so far and how we got to this point with the teams that are here tonight battling it out for the gold ball. And again, just appreciate you listening in. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a quick break here on WLAQ. We'll come back and start to begin to talk about these matchups when we come back on WLAQ. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
This year's event sponsor is Riverside Auto Group. At Riverside Auto Group, we make it easy, with locations in Cartersville and Rome. Additional sponsors include Waters & Associates Landscaping, Summit Hill Foods, Hardy Realty, and the Lewis Chemical Company. Beneficiaries of this year's tournament are the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Georgia, local high school athletic programs, student scholarships at Georgia Highlands College, international student scholarship at Berry College, the new Learning Center at Anna K. Davey Elementary School, Laws of Life Essay Contest at Rome High School, Region 1 Star Student Teacher Recognition Program, Georgia Northwestern Technical College Student and Faculty of the Year, Rome Floyd County Respect for Law Awards, a partnership with the Noon Optimist Club honoring local law enforcement officers. Ticket sales to this year's event were greatly reduced because of COVID-19 capacity restrictions. To help offset the costs of this year's tournament, please consider making a charitable donation to the Seven Hills Rotary Club. You can donate using the Venmo app on your smart device. Simply download the app and create an account. Then search for @7Hills Rotary Club and make your donation. See the description below for additional details. Thank you for watching this broadcast and for supporting the Seven Hills Rotary Club and its beneficiaries.
News Tribune Christmas Basketball Tournament. Again, our first game tonight will pit the Darlington Lady Tigers against the Rome Lady Wolves. And one of the interesting things about this particular matchup is this is the exact matchup that we had in the girls' championship last year. Darlington, they were able to pick up the championship last year and receive the gold ball. And so Rome is back in it looking for a little revenge tonight. And, of course, Darlington would certainly love to go back-to-back this year. Let's talk about the history of these two teams playing in the tournament in terms of gold balls. We mentioned to you last year, Darlington won the tournament 2019. They have won 6 gold balls in history. They went back-to-back-to-back 3 years in a row, 2012, 13, and 14. They would win it in 1990, and then you got to go back to 1983 for their first gold ball. For the Rome Lady Wolves, they have 11 in history. Last one was in 2017, back-to-back in 09 and 2010. And then here's something interesting regarding tournament history in the Rome Lady Wolves. They won 6 gold balls in a row, consecutive years from 2002 until 2007, and then they went back-to-back in 92 and 93. So all that should add up to 11 gold balls. So a lot of history with these two teams playing in the tournament and having success, no question about it. How did they get to this point of the tournament with the opportunity to play for the gold ball? Well, we'll start with the Rome Lady Wolves. They played 2 games, 2 nights in a row. They defeated Unity 74-32, dominant performance there. And then another dominant performance last night in the semifinals against Almerchi. They would come out the 30-point winner, and that one 70-40 right here in this very gym. So they've had a lot of success so far in the tournament. And last night, they were knocking down the threes left and right. I counted that they had 12 in the game, so the shots were really falling for them, and they did a good job in the paint as well. So we'll talk more about that in detail as we go along throughout the night. The Darlington Lady Tigers, there was a mix-up in the bracket before we got into the tournament because Darlington was supposed to play a team that eventually ended up having to pull out of the tournament. They got a bye in the first round, so they've only played 1 game in the tournament, and it was an exciting game. They picked up a win yesterday, 43-40. Wasn't the prettiest game, but I saw a tweet that was put out from the Darlington basketball team today, Darlington Lady Tigers, and it said something to the effect of, is a pretty win is certainly a lot better than an ugly loss, and I would agree with that. So a win is a win. They won 43-40, and one of the things to keep in mind about Darlington is that was only their 3rd game that they've been able to play this year. They've had a lot of games that have been shifted around because of quarantine and things of that nature, so some scheduling issues there, and they've only been able to play 3 games. So that's certainly a disadvantage going into this matchup because Rome has been fortunate to have played 8 games at this point, and they've been very successful, 5-3 so far this season. And they are averaging 54.8 points a game, giving up just 48.5. As far as averages for Darlington, well, they're scoring about 46.6 points a game, only giving 37 points up. And I pointed this out a lot and always do when I talk about a Hazel Hall coach team. Everything's going to start on the defensive end. You can certainly bet that the team is going to get out there and play some really good defense. And you can say the same thing as well for Jason Harris and what he does with the Rome Lady Wolves. So really interesting matchup here for our championship round in the girls bracket. And believe it or not, we're only 4 minutes away from the start of this basketball game. So really looking forward to it, and we're glad that you're with us for coverage tonight of the 67th Annual Seven Hills Rotary Rome News Tribune Christmas Basketball Tournament, live on WLAQ 96.9 FM, 1410 AM, or you can listen to the audio at WLAQ1410.com, and also the brand new live video stream that is out there for you as well on YouTube. Many ways to follow the coverage of the tournament, and then you can also read about it tomorrow in the Rome News Tribune or even later tonight at their website. So we're going to send it back to the studio for a 3-minute break. We'll come back. We'll give you the starting lineups for our first championship game of the night in the girls bracket, and then we'll get rolling here from inside the Almerchi gym, the brand new gym here on the campus. It's beautiful. We're excited about a great night at basketball. Let's send it back to the studio for 3 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll get started.
At this time, please stand for playing our national anthem.
Anthem, as you could hear, and we are just about ready to go. Going to give you the starting lineups for tonight's game, and then we'll get things rolling here from inside the gym at Murchie High School. Again, coverage on WLAQ and the live YouTube stream. We're going to start with the Rome Lady Wolves. Head coach is Jason Harris. They have been to the Sweet 16 in the state playoffs the last couple of years, so have had some success with this squad. And we'll start with number 2, Tamika Nation, and then we'll move on to number 13, and that is Allison Loveman. Number 20, Trinisha Adams. Number 25, Dakiria Daniel. And then rounding out the starting 5 tonight for the Rome Lady Wolves, number 32, Riley Jenkins. So there's the Rome Wolves for you, and we will go ahead and give you the starting lineup now for the Darlington Lady Tigers. Head coach is Hazel Hall. We'll start with number 10, Lauren Child. She is the only senior on this basketball team, young squad. Number 20, Sarah Tennell. She's a junior. Number 21, Georgiana Dempsey. number 30, Emmeline Ratledge. And then rounding out the starting five for Darlington tonight in this girls' championship game is going to be number 34, Jai Johnson, just a sophomore. So we are just about to be underway. And just as a reminder, no tip-off here in the tournament or GHSA basketball this year. A little bit different look there. The visiting team usually is the team that brings it out on offense to start the game. That is one of the changes for this year. Of course, if you're watching on the video stream, other changes for this year, which is going to look a lot different, already does for the championship night. You're usually filled to the rafters, can't fit anybody else into the gymnasium, but tonight it will be 25% capacity maximum throughout the night. So if you're thinking about heading out here for the boys game, I don't know if we've reached that capacity yet or not, but just keep that in mind when you come out here, that there may or may not be room for anybody else in the gym. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for championship basketball tonight on WLAQ and the YouTube stream as well. Rome will start off on offense as the visiting team tonight. They will dribble it around the perimeter. Now they kick it back up top. Now feed it off to the right wing. We're just underway. Darlington on defense wearing their white uniforms with purple letters and numbers as well as trim. There's a long shot. It is going to be off the rim. We told you Rome was hot at hitting those three-point shots last night as they built a massive lead over Armurchie. Rome with it. They kick it back out to the left wing side. Going to try a three again, and that one is going to go. Not surprised that the first basket of the night for the Rome Lady Wolves is a three. And the ball, they got a trap going. Had Jai Johnson trapped. We got some help. Georgiana Dempsey's got the ball. They feed it off to Childs. Now down low to Ratledge. She'll feed it back out. There's a shot from the free throw line from Tennell. And the Darlington Lady Tigers answer back immediately. 3-2, a one-point game. We've played 1 minute here, the first quarter of this championship game in the girls' bracket. Rome keeps it inbounds as they go across the center court stripe. They'll leave it off for Nation. Nation dribbles up top. She's going to give it off to Daniel. Daniel feeds it over to the right wing side. So right now Rome working it around the perimeter, looking for a good look. They found one. That's going to be off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound is going to be fought for by a Rome player as well as a Darlington player. And we'll have a jump ball quickly here in the first minute and a half of the basketball game. Tennell feeds it into Jai Johnson. A little bit of pressure here on defense from Rome. They steal the ball away. Here they go into the paint. Ball gets loose, and now they're going to go out around the perimeter and reset the offense. Nation with it. Dribbles towards the key. Now it's going to be picked up by another Rome Lady Wolf, and the ball is tied up on the floor. A little bit of a scrum for it. Jai Johnson picks it up, and now she's going to be double teamed. Needs some help. Georgiana Dempsey is there. Feeds it back to Jai. She goes across the timeline. Now over to the right wing side. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Wolves. So Childs is about to inbound the ball here for Darlington. 3-2 is your score. Lady Wolves on top. Johnson with over on the far left wing side. Now back up to Ratledge, who goes right into the paint and tries to lay it in. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tennell. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul charged against the Rome Lady Wolves. And that is going to send Sarah Tennell to the free throw line. So Tennell's going to be shooting two. Dribbles a few times and puts it up. It's going to be good. We got a tie ball game. 3-all with 5:48 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Just underway here tonight from inside the Armurchie gym. Tennell with her second free throw. That was good as well. Nothing but net on both of those three free throw attempts. The Tigers have taken the lead. Rome back on the other end in a hurry. That is a long three-point attempt. Going to bounce off the rim and the backboard, no good. Rebound taken by Darlington. They'll fling it down to Tennell. Now to Ratledge. She'll go in, post up, and shoots and scores. Emmeline Ratledge helps Darlington to a three-point lead. 6-3, 5:23 left here, first quarter. Rome working around a little bit of pressure here from Darlington. They get it across the center court stripe. Rome now with the basketball dribbling right. Darlington on defense trying to prevent wide open looks, and so far doing a pretty good job. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and we told you coming into the game that a hallmark of a Hazel Hall coach team is going to start with a strong defensive effort from her team. Rome will feed it in on the inbound pass. Rome dribbling at the top of the key, now out to the right wing side, fakes, goes in, feeds it back out, no look there, so they'll go right into the paint and get it back out. They're looking for those threes. They found an attempt, but it is no good. Rebound by Jaja Johnson. She quickly goes in transition the other way, tries to get it to Nell, a little bit of a battle for it, and she's hanging on to it right now, and that is going to be a whistle, and she gets flung to the floor. One of the hallmarks of this Rome team is they are a very physical basketball team, and it certainly serves them well. They shoot the three ball well and often, and they are very physical. Lauren Childs to inbound the ball. Daniel picked up the foul. Childs is going to feed it in on the inbound pass, trying to get it to Emmeline Ratledge, I believe, and it rolls out of bounds. Let's see who last touched it. Coach Harris is protesting with the official, so I'm guessing they're saying it's Darlington ball, and that is the case. So Lauren Childs set to inbound the ball here for Darlington. She'll feed it in. Gets it into Georgiana Dempsey. Now back over to Tennell. Tennell feeds it to the right wing side to Jaja Johnson. Childs goes towards the paint to Johnson. Off the glass and in. Jaja picks up her first basket of the night, and the Tigers have a 5-point lead. They steal it away, but there is a whistle. Let's see who this is going to be on. 8-3 is your score. Darlington on top by 5. We are almost halfway through the first quarter of the basketball game. We're about to have a substitution in the game for Darlington. Checking into the game is going to be Caroline Brewster. Checking out will be Sarah Tennell. Lauren Childs is waiting at the baseline to inbound the basketball here for the Tigers. So Childs to toss it in, and the inbound pass is knocked out of bounds as Allison Loveman got her hands up, popped it out of bounds. Childs set to inbound the ball here for the Tigers. And can't find anybody in time. That is going to be a turnover. Rome is going to get it. Into the game now is going to be Brianna Griffin. She had 15 points in the victory against Almerchi. Really good basketball player and only a freshman. You got to know Coach Harris is fired up about having that young lady for 4 years. Foul is going to be charged against Rome, and this one is going to be on Ashanti Bowers, who came in off the bench. Or actually, that was not on Rome. It was on Lauren Childs of Darlington. And we're going to have free throw shots here for Brianna Griffin. 8-3 is your score. Darlington on top by 5. Here's Griffin after the foul, and that is nothing but net. So impressed with this young lady. Really good basketball player. So she'll get ready for her next free throw. Scoreboard, well, now they moved it. It's 8-4. Here comes the next free throw from Griffin. She's going to nail that one too. Not surprised at all. Jaja Johnson set to inbound. Got full court pressure here from the Rome defense. Darlington works around it. Brewster with it. She's going to feed it off to Johnson. Has her pocket picked by Griffin. Here's Griffin versus Jaja Johnson. Goes in. Can't get the shot to go, but she does get fouled and is going back to the charity stripe, making her presence known off the bench right away. So Griffin at the free throw line shooting 2. She's made 2 in a row just moments ago. Shot is up, and that's off the front of the iron, no good. And here comes the next free throw from Griffin on the way, and that one will fall. So she's 3 of 4 from the charity stripe so far. It's 8-6. We got a 2-point ball game in favor of the Darlington Lady Tigers. All right, we're ready to roll as Jaja Johnson set to inbound the ball. We're going to have full court pressure here from the Rome Lady Wolves defense, trying to create some turnovers, steal some possessions from this Darlington team. Ratledge picks up her dribble, feeds it to Johnson. They get across the timeline. Johnson's going to go right in and put it off the glass and in. Good move there by Johnson. Darlington back to a 4-point lead. 3:05 remains here in the first quarter. Rome with the basketball, dribbling up top. They're going to feed it off to Williams. And no look there. So the ball movement continues for Rome. They go in, shoot. Going to get a second look. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. It's out on Darlington. So Rome's going to retain possession from underneath their own basket. This is the last night of the tournament. Originally it was going to be a 4-day tournament. We would conclude tomorrow night, but had a couple of teams that had to opt out. That's a long shot. Won't fall. Rebounded by Childs. And now she's going to be trapped, going to need some help. Ball goes out of bounds. Who touched it last? I believe it was Rome. So Jai Johnson to inbound the ball here for the Tigers in just a moment with still that pressure here from Rome's defense. They're going to get it in to Brewster, who will try to dribble around two defenders. They're trying to get her trapped in the corner. Tries to throw it down for Emmeline Ratledge. Got away from her. And that's going to be a turnover for the Tigers. Having a hard time there on that possession, getting around the press. So now Rome is going to inbound the ball. Handling the inbounding duties is going to be Brianna Griffin, who already has 3 points in this game. And she'll feed it in off the baseline to Anaya Williams. Williams, here's some pressure from Darlington. Now they get it around the pressure down low, but can't handle the pass underneath the basket. It goes out of bounds, so Darlington is going to get the ball back. Sarah Tennell to feed it in here for the Lady Tigers. 10-6 your score in favor of the Lady Tigers over Rome. 2:24 left here in the first quarter. Ball gets loose on the floor. It'll be picked up. Well, let's see. We don't know yet. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to be with the Darlington Lady Tigers. Or let me correct myself, with Rome. So Brianna Griffin getting set to inbound the basketball, trailing by 4 with 2:17 left first quarter. Dribbling to the right side is Anaya Williams. Williams continues to dribble in that direction. On the floor now, Cassie Covington has the ball, feeds it off to Gooch. Gooch tries to shoot. Ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Darlington. They'll head the other way with it with a 4-point lead. Jai Johnson tries to fling it across to Childs, a little bit too strong and over her head, and that one's going to go out of bounds. An unfortunate turnover for the Tigers. Of course, Rome is going to get the ball back, trailing by 4, so this is a huge opportunity for the Lady Wolves. They'll feed it into the backcourt, get it to Anaya Williams. Williams crosses the timeline, dribbles left, goes towards the left wing, now goes into the paint, kicks it back out. There's Brianna Griffin, now back out around the perimeter. Griffin is going to drive towards the basket. Great defense by Darlington on this possession. There is just nothing there for Rome, and they have to fling one up that goes in. That was absolutely wild. I didn't think it had a chance, but one of the things I've learned in this tournament is never doubt anything when Brianna Griffin is on the floor. My goodness, she's got a 3-point opportunity here after being fouled by Ratledge, and that cuts it to 2. And so if she can convert this 3-point play, we're going to have a 1-point ball game with 1:31 left in the first quarter. Darlington 10, Rome Wolves 8. Girls championship game. Here's the shot. That's way short. And Sarah Tennell is getting set to inbound the ball after it went out of bounds here for the Darlington Lady Tigers. Still pressure here from Rome, and Darlington's kind of had a little bit of difficulty getting around it. Cordell is in the game now. Here's a shot off the glass for Jana Dempsey. It gets blocked by Rome Lady Wolf. Ball goes out of bounds. It's staying with Darlington. Darlington 10, Rome 8. Girls championship game, 1:21 left first quarter. Boys championship game tonight is between the Darlington Tigers and the Chattooga Indians. And it's been a while since either one of those teams has won the gold ball. Tennell takes the inbound pass, feeds it off to Cordell. Cordell over to Georgiana Dempsey. Now back up top to Tennell. Emmeline Ratledge, good ball movement. There's a 3-point look for Johnson, a little strong on that one. Tennell pulls down the rebound. It's quickly tied up in between Tennell and Daniel. And that is going to be a jump ball. As Darlington gets ready to inbound the ball, feeding it in is Cordell. It goes off the foot of one of the Rome players. And she was trying to go down low with it. So Allie Cordell, a sophomore, trying to inbound the basketball for the Darlington Lady Tigers. She is going to get it out, and Rome is going to tip it out of bounds. Tranisha Adams got her hands in as the inbound pass was floating over towards Georgiana Dempsey. And now they're going to inbound the ball here from the near side on the sidelines. They'll try to get into Ratledge. Good hands there by Griffin. Tips it over to Allison Loveman. And Rome's headed the other way, trailing by 2. We're under a minute to play now in the first quarter. There's Griffin's going to go right to the basket, and she gets fouled. She's going to the charity stripe, where she is 3 of 5 in this basketball game. So Brianna Griffin here with 2 shots has an opportunity to tie this game if she can make both of them. Foul was charged to Jaja Johnson of Darlington. Shot is up, and that one is in. She'll get ready for her next one. We got a 1-point game. 10-9 Tigers on top. Griffin from the free throw line getting ready for her second shot. It's on the way, in and out, rebounded by Tennell. Score remains a 1-point game. Tennell trying to work around a little bit of pressure. They get it to Jaja Johnson right across the timeline. Now they'll feed it back to Tennell. Now over to Cordell. Cordell at the top of the key. 34 seconds on the clock here in the quarter. Tigers up by 1, 10-9. Tennell with it, trying to get it to Johnson. Challenges 2 defenders off the glass. Ball's loose, and it is going to be picked up by Tennell. What a great play. And now they feed it over to Dempsey. It goes out of bounds on the Tigers. So Rome's getting it back with 19.2 seconds left, looking to take the lead before they go to the locker room at halftime. This has been a heck of a first quarter between these two teams, which is exactly what you hope to get in this championship round. Here come the Rome Lady Wolves across the timeline. Dribbling up top is going to be Loveman. She'll leave it off for Griffin. Goes in, shoots off the glass. No good. 4 seconds left on the clock. Rome has the rebound. Another shot, and she sinks it just before the buzzer to end the first quarter. That was Tamika Nation with her first basket of the game, and that basket gives Rome the lead. 11-10, Rome over Darlington here in the girls' championship game. We'll get ready for the second quarter after a 1-minute timeout on WLAQ and the live stream.
The Rome Seven Hills Rotary Club would like to thank our event sponsors, Riverside Auto Group and the Lewis Chemical Company, and our platinum sponsors, Carter Realty, Southeastern Mills, and Waterson Associates Landscaping.
All right, here we are, folks, back again inside the Armurchie new gymnasium here, and it is the 66th annual Seven Hills Rotary Rome News Tribune Christmas basketball tournament. Rome took the lead just before time expired. Well, and there's another three-point look. Tamika Nation with another basket. She just got the one that gave Rome the lead as time expired in the first quarter. So it's 14-10, Rome on top by 4, their largest lead of the night. Georgiana Dempsey's trapped over in the corner. Ball stolen away from Rome. They're going to bring it back the other end. Tamika Nation is going to feed it off. And now a long three-point look there is going to be a miss for Daniel. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Tennell of Darlington Lady Tigers. And she's going to be trapped. And a foul is going to be charged against Rome. And who did they get for that one? I believe it was Allison Loveman. And that'll be her second foul of the night. And Darlington will inbound from the near side, working from left to right. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but for our radio listeners, Rome's in their black uniforms with red numbers and letters, has gold trim. Sharp-looking uniforms. Ball goes out of bounds. So Rome is set to inbound the ball right beside their bench, in between their bench and the scorer's table. Leading at 14-10 over Darlington. Big momentum shift in Rome's favor over the last couple of minutes of this basketball game. Loveman with it, drives to the top of the key. Now she's going to feed it back out for Nation. Nation starts to make a move to go into the paint, but she took one step too many and gets called and will turn the ball over. So Darlington's going to get the ball back. 6:51 left to go here in the first half. Wolves on top 14-10 across the timeline. And another turnover. So the ball's coming back the other way. Appreciate you for following our coverage over the last several days, whether you've been listening on the radio or the video coverage or maybe a little bit of both. Always a great fun to bring you these games, and as soon as it's over, we'll be looking forward to next year, I can tell you that. Rome with the ball. They'll work it over into the right wing corner. Now they're going to dribble back up top with Tamika Nation. And she's going to drive towards the lane with a lot of momentum. Tries to shoot, no good. It's going to be picked up by Darlington. And good job there by Emmeline Ratledge to box out. I think Rome wanted to foul. Fans didn't get it. And then some contact there from Lauren Childs. Maybe, just maybe, a little bit of theatrics there. But nonetheless, a foul. But maybe not. Jaja Johnson set to inbound the ball here for Darlington. They're going to feed it in to Lauren Childs. Childs has got it dribbling towards the timeline, goes across the timeline. And now we're going to have a foul on the other end. They're blowing the whistle quite a bit here right now, trying to maintain control of this game, the officials are. And that was called on Chapman of the Rome Lady Wolves. Childs is getting set to inbound the ball here for Darlington in just a moment. Checking out of the game is going to be Caroline Brewster. So right now for Darlington, you got Childs, Dempsey, Johnson, Ratledge, and then Shaddy. And she travels. So that's going to be a turnover. Rome is going to get the ball back. Rome leads it, by the way, 14-10. They took their first lead of the game on the last shot of the first quarter to go up 11-10. And they have the only basket here of our second quarter of play. They feed it in, work their way across the center court stripe, going towards the right side. Now back up top. Daniel with it. It's going to leave it off for Chapman. Chapman's going to give it now to Adams. Adams is going to drive towards the backset, now kick it back out to the right wing side. Back to Adams. She goes into the paint, feeds it back out, trying to get a look at a three. Wide open look. It's going to be a miss. Childs takes the rebound, quickly has her pocket pick, and that creates an easy layup opportunity there for the Rome Lady Wolves. And I got to pick up who just scored that basket. Believe it was Trenisha Adams. 16-10 in favor of Rome. They've got their largest lead of the night. Darlington with the ball. Got a pretty significant drought going. Ball that's going to be stolen away. And here comes Rome down the other end of the floor with it is Trenisha Adams. She'll feed it to the left wing side, driving towards the basket, putting up a quick floater is going to be Chapman. It is no good, but Rome's got the rebound, and they go right back in with Dakaria Daniel. And she misses the shot, but she's going to the charity stripe to shoot free throws. She had 14 points in the victory yesterday for Rome over Armurchie and was a big part of the reason that they were able to get to this round and play for a championship. Rome Lady Wolves 16, Lady Tigers 10. Here's the shot. It is going to be good. High arcing free throw shot. Nice ball rotation and nothing but net. She'll get ready for her next free throw. Daniel, a senior, has had a great career here with the Rome Lady Wolves. Really good basketball team. Right now they've got the largest lead of the night. 17-10 is your score. 4:58 left to go, second quarter. Here's the next free throw. That one's going off the back of the iron. No good. A little too strong, but it will be picked up by Rome Lady Wolf. Adams has got it. Now feeds it off. They've got it on the left wing side and just passing it around right now, trying to find and create some good open looks. Now they're going to leave it outside. Three-point shot there for Daniel, and it's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be out on Rome. So Darlington's getting the ball back, trailing this one 17-10. A few moments ago saw the Chattooga Indians boys basketball team enter the facility, and now the Darlington team's walking in. Everybody looking pretty serious right now. They know that's going to be a tough battle. Childs has got it, feeds it off to Dempsey, challenges a defender, and that is going to be an offensive foul called by the official, and that'll be a turnover here for Darlington, trailing 17-10. Rome looking to take control of this basketball game. Brianna Griffin standing over on the baseline, getting ready to inbound the basketball. To take the inbound pass is Anaya Williams. Almost to the 4-minute mark, halfway point of our second quarter. Rome with it. Griffin feeds it back out. Three-point look. That's going to be off the front of the rim. No good, but here's the putback. No good. And then as she was trying to shoot, Griffin is going to be fouled by Emmeline Ratledge. And she will be going back to the charity stripe where she spent a pretty considerable amount of time so far in this game. She's already had 7 attempts and has made 4 of them. Ratledge has picked up 2 fouls. And here's the free throw attempt. It is good. Kind of rattled around the front of the rim, but went in. Didn't catch much rim, but that is going to be a timeout called on the floor, so we're going to do the same thing. Rome Wolves 18, Darlington Tigers 10. This is the girls' championship game, battling for the gold ball, and we will continue with more after a 30-second break. Here we go, folks. Ready to continue this basketball game. Darlington really needing a basket right now. They've got quite a drought going on. The score is 11-10 at halftime, and Rome has come out and outscored Darlington 7-0 here in the first almost 4 minutes of the second quarter of the basketball game. We have Brianna Griffin at the free throw line, and she'll get ready for her next free throw, and that one is going to be good. So 19-10 is your score in favor of the Rome Lady Wolves. Darlington is going to try to get around some pressure. They get it to Georgiana Dempsey, loses the handle on it. It is going to be picked up by Chapman for Rome. Now they'll feed it back out to Griffin, who in turn passes it to the left wing side, now back up top, and that's going to be a missed 3 for the Lady Wolves. And the ball goes out of bounds. So Darlington's going to get the ball back here with 3:52 remaining here in the first half, trailing this game to the Lady Wolves 19-10. And right now you're going to have a trap nearly for Rome. Darlington trying to get the ball down the floor, kind of running out of time here. Ratledge across the center court line goes right into the paint, leaves it for another Lady Tiger who tries to bank it in, and it will not go for Evie Shaddy. And it was a one-and-done trip. Here comes Rome on the other end of the floor. Now they try to go into the lane, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Rome and a turnover. So Sarah Tunnell is set to inbound the ball here for the Lady Tigers, needing a basket in the worst way. They have not had a basket here. No points here in the second quarter of the basketball game. No basketball for you on the airwaves tomorrow. Did I sound sad when I said that? But we will have the SEC Championship football game. There's a shot from the free throw line. Evie Shaddy's first basket of the night. And that's going to cut it to 7. 19-12. Rome Lady Wolves on top. Long three-point attempt. In and out, no good. Long rebound's going to go to Rome after a battle And here come the Rome Lady Wolves into the paint. Shot over the basket, picked up by Tennell. Defense is going to stay here in the backcourt. And now they'll go back as Childs, I should say, goes across the timeline. Ball went out of bounds, and now we're going to see Darlington inbound the ball. Sarah Tennell set to inbound the ball. It looks like they're going to get it in to Evie Shaddy, who is going to pass it over to the right wing side to Shoemate, who is now in off the bench. Now they'll go back up top to Dempsey. Ball gets loose as she was trying to pass it away, and it goes out of bounds. So Rome's going to get the ball back, leading this one 19-12 with 2:42 left here second quarter. So we're getting closer and closer to the halftime mark, and it's been pretty much, for the most part, all Rome Lady Wolves here in the second quarter. And they would lead by 1 point at the end of the first quarter. Dribbling across the timeline is Nation. She will pass it off to the left wing side, and they will try to get her down low, but it's picked off. Good hands there by Sarah Tennell, who will in turn feed it off to Childs. Now they get it down low to Ratledge. Ratledge is trapped, so they feed it back out to Childs. Shot is up, and it is in. That's a three-point shot, and that will cut into that Rome lead. It's now 19-15. 4-point game with just about 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Rome makes a move for the basket. Shot is up and in for Riley Jenkins. Picks up her first basket. And there was a whistle. And we'll see what happens when they get this sorted out. It was before the shot, it would appear. And so going to the free throw line is going to be Tamika Nation. Nation shoots, and it is good. That'll make it a 20-15 basketball game. She'll get ready for her next free throw. Nation. And she'll shoot. It's on the way, and good. So the score moves to 21-15 in favor of the Rome Lady Wolves. 6-point basketball game. Darlington with it, trying to work around this pressure defense. Picking up the ball, and now they'll finally get it down to Ratledge, who dribbles towards the free throw line, and it's stolen away. Here comes Rome on the other end of the floor. They'll leave it off for Nation, and now the ball is going to be picked up here by the Darlington Lady Tigers, and Cordell stolen away on the other end. Griffin's got it. It's going to feed it down to Adams. And we're going to have a block that's going to be charged against Darlington. So Rome is going to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Nation is going to feed it in. Well, actually, it's going to be free throw shots. So going to the free throw line is going to be Trinisha Adams. She has 2 points in the game so far, and the first one is going to be good. She'll get ready for a second. 22-15 is your score. 7-point lead here for the Rome Lady Wolves. Here's the next free throw, and that one's going to rattle around the rim and end. And now the score is 23-15. Darlington within striking distance, but that's going to be stolen away. Here comes Nation down the other end. It's going to feed it off to the right wing side. Long three-point look. That won't go. Emmeline Ratledge gets the rebound, boxes out, and feeds it off to Cordell, and she travels. So that's going to be a turnover for Darlington as Rome gets set to inbound the ball on their side of the floor. Going to have the boys championship coming up later tonight. It'll be the Chattooga Indians and the Darlington Tigers. Two teams have not won a gold ball in quite a spell. It's been a bit longer for Chattooga. We'll talk more about that later. Shot is missed by Rome, picked up, rebound for Ratledge and Darlington. And now the ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Rome. Again, a lot of turnovers. And with the ball is going to be Allison Loveman. She'll feed it off to the left wing side, and Adams. Adams dribbles up top, now goes towards the paint, feeds it out. There's a long look for a three, and it's nothing but net for Nation. She's got 2 threes here in the second quarter. Now Rome out to an 11-point lead, 26-15 your score. Time ticking here in the first half. We're under a minute to play, 50 seconds to go here in the half, and she goes and walks. going to be a turnover for Darlington. Rome gets set to inbound the ball, leading this one by 11 points, 48 seconds left on the clock. Nation will take it in after the inbound pass from Daniel. A lot of substitutions in the game for Rome. They have a pretty deep bench. They're able to keep fresh legs on the floor for a lot of the game. And there is the shot. It is going to be good from the free throw line. Allison Loveman, she picks up her first points of the evening. 28-15, your score, largest lead of the night for either team. 22 seconds left on the clock as Darlington tries to work it down the floor. And this defense from Rome is giving Darlington absolute fits. So 28-15, 13-point lead for Rome, really taking charge of this basketball game. Nation's got it. I think her nickname is Pinky, unless I'm badly mistaken. I now remember that for last year. It's been a long time since I've seen this Rome play until this this Rome team play until this tournament. There's a shot in and out for Loveman, rebounded by Ratledge, and time expires here for our first half. So at halftime, the Rome Lady Wolves lead it over the Darlington Lady Tigers. Your score at halftime is 28-15. We're going to step out for a few minutes. We'll come back with some totals there at halftime, and then we'll talk about the second half and also a little bit about our matchup that we have for the nightcap, the boys championship. But we're going to step out for a few minutes on WLAQ and the video live stream. We'll be back in a few.
Ticket sales to this year's event were greatly reduced because of COVID-19 capacity restrictions. To help offset the costs of this year's tournament, please consider making a charitable donation to the Seven Hills Rotary Club. You can donate using the Venmo app on your smart device. Simply download the app and create an account. Then search for @7Hills Rotary Club and make your donation. See the description below for additional details. Thank you for watching this broadcast and for supporting the Seven Hills Rotary Club and its beneficiaries. This year's event sponsor is Riverside Auto Group. At Riverside Auto Group, we make it easy, with locations in Cartersville and Rome. Additional sponsors include Waters and Associates Landscaping, Summit Hill Foods, Hardy Realty, and the Lewis Chemical Company. Beneficiaries of this year's tournament are the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northwest Georgia, local high school athletic programs, student scholarships at Georgia Highlands College, international student scholarship at Berry College, the new Learning Center at Anna K. Davey Elementary School, Laws of Life Essay Contest at Rome High School, Region 1 Star Student Teacher Recognition Program, Georgia Northwestern Technical College Student and Faculty of the Year, Rome Floyd County Respect for Law Awards, a partnership with the Noon Optimist Club honoring local law enforcement officers.
points were in the first quarter on a field goal and a couple of free throws. And then also with 4 points, Jaja Johnson, and she picked her points up off a couple of field goals. And when you look back in the scoring in terms of team by quarter, Darlington had a lead for a good portion of that first quarter. Then Rome came storming back, took the lead right there at the buzzer to end the first quarter on a shot from Nation. And then they led it 11-10 after the first quarter. Well, they would outscore Darlington 17-5 in that second quarter. So it was a dominant second quarter performance by the Rome Lady Wolves, and that's where that leaves us, 28-15 with about 2 minutes and 48 seconds until we begin our second half in the girls' championship. So what we're going to do now, we're going to step out for another 2.5-minute break, only 2.5 minutes on the radio, and then, of course, the video stream, and we will be back with you for the second half in 2.5 minutes. We'll be back. Darlington starts off on offense to begin this third quarter of the basketball game as halftime expires. Rome Lady Wolves up 28-15. Right now with it is Emmeline Ratledge, who's going to leave it off for Childs. Childs to Georgiana Dempsey, almost has her pocket hit. The ball is going to be tied up, and that's going to be a jump ball. This time the possession arrow is with the Rome Lady Wolves, so that's going to turn it over. And so the Wolves will get ready to head the other way. Boys game coming up in a little bit. It's going to be the Chattooga Indians and the Darlington Tigers. Really looking forward to that one. Of course, we got a whole other half of this game, and we'll see what happens. Right now, Rome Lady Wolves dominating this game for the most part. Nation with it, dribbles between her legs, goes towards the basket, and that is going to be a foul against Darlington. A lot of sports going on around the state tonight because also the semifinals of the GHSA state football playoffs taking place. Of course, all of the Northwest Georgia teams have been eliminated except for the Cartersville Canes, so wish them the best of luck as they take on Coffee tonight. I believe that game's in Cartersville. Rome's got the ball. They feed it over to the left wing side. Now dribbling back up top. They get it to Nation. She'll reset the offense. Dribbles off to that left side. Gets the ball moving. And some good ball movement right now from Rome. They'll go in, challenge in the lane, put up a shot. No whistle called there. There was some contact, but not enough for the official. Dempsey's got it, goes into the paint, leaves it for Ratledge. Got a good open look, and it won't go. Here is the putback. That one's going to bounce off the back of the rim after sitting there for a couple of moments, and the rebound's going to be picked up by Trenisha Adams of Rome. They're back across the timeline the other way. Nation's got the ball. She'll dribble back right around the midcourt stripe. It's going to feed it away to Daniel. Now over to the left wing side. Now up top. Here's a three-point look. That one's a little too strong off the back of the rim. And it'll be picked up by Rome, though. Another look at a three-point shot. That one won't fall. Battle for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds, but we're also going to have a foul that is going to be charged against Darlington. So this is going to be an opportunity for Rome. So Nation set to inbound the basketball. Going to have a substitution in the game. Jaja Johnson now has 4 fouls. That is certainly something to keep your eye on there. And checking in for her is going to be Caroline Brewster. Rome working it around the perimeter. Now they get it up top of key. Now back to that left wing side. 6:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Rome makes a move towards the paint. Now passes away to Loveman. Working their offense here in the half court. There's a long shot, three-point look for Nation, and she drills it. That's her third three of the night. She leads all scorers with 13 points. Rome on top, 31-15. Darlington trying to work around a little pressure here in the backcourt. They're going to feed it off to Brewster, who gets it to Ratledge. Now back to Tennell, over to Childs. Childs back up to Ratledge. She'll feed it off to Tennell. There's a jump shot. That one's going to go out of bounds, and Rome is going to get the ball. 31-15, Rome on top by 16 points. This is the largest lead of the night for either team. Rome in firm control of this one at this point. Still a lot of time for Darlington to try to climb back in it, but these quarters move quick. Rome with the ball, dribbling towards the paint. Going in and shooting, and missing is going to be Daniel, but Rome gets the rebound. They'll get another look. Here's the shot. It is not good. Rebound's going to be taken by Emmeline Ratledge for Darlington. She will try to work around some pressure. Is going to have some help. Tries to throw it down to Tennell. It gets away from her. Rome picks it up. And with under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter, it's 31-15 Rome, and they have possession of the basketball after the turnover. And that's one of the things that Rome's done an exceptional job of in this game, is creating turnovers and hitting threes just like that one. Trenisha Adams picks up her first 3 of the night. She's got 7 points. We're going to have some substitutions into the game and also a timeout. So 34-14, Rome on top with a whopping lead. 4:39 left here, third quarter. We will step out for a 30-second break. Rome Lady Wolves 34, Lady Tigers 15, Darlington School. And the Tigers have the basketball. Inbound pass to Brewster. She's trapped and is going to need some help from a teammate. Travels. And so, again, this defense from Rome doing its job, no question about it. And just giving Darlington fits in this basketball game. Rome is 5-3 to start the season. Has gotten off to a pretty good start. Darlington 2-1. Has only played 3 games. They are on a 2-game winning streak. And this is going to be a technical foul and free throws here for Tranisha Adams. Makes the first one, gets ready for a second. And it's on the way, and that one's going to go as well. So 36-15 is your score after the technical with 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Rome will inbound the ball in the backcourt. Anaya Williams has got it. It's going to feed it off to the right wing side. This is the largest lead of the night, obviously for either team. Rome's been in control most of the night. Shot is up. It was a close first quarter, but ever since then, not so much. Childs with it on the floor, tries to keep it in, does, but it's picked up by a Rome Lady Wolf. Shot off the glass is going to be good there for Griffin. But you got to give credit also to Adams, who picked up the ball off the floor and passed it to Griffin. Good heads-up play there for the Rome Lady Wolves. 38-15 your score. We're down to the 4-minute mark of the third period. And Rome, Griffin, and then also a Lady Tiger Tennell diving for it as it goes out of bounds. And when everything shakes out, we are going to see Rome inbounding the ball on their side of the floor. So Rome with a big lead, 38-15, under 4 minutes to play here in our third quarter. They get it into Loveman, who tries to feed it down low in traffic. It is picked off. Here comes the Lady Tigers down the other end of the floor. That is going to be Dempsey off the glass and in, her first basket of the night, 38-17. Rome still on top, obviously. Going to the right wing side. And now going back up top, the Rome Lady Wolves. Here is Griffin, lays it in. What a move towards the basket for her. She's got 12 points, and Rome has a 40-17 lead. Ball rolls over into the corner and will be picked up by Sarah Tennell for Darlington. Substitution coming in for Darlington. Allie Cordell checks in for Lauren Childs. Griffin about to feed the ball in here for Rome. And Griffin goes off to the bench. Darlington inbounds the ball, trailing by 23. Now they feed it down low. It's going to be picked off, grabbed by Williams, and now Rome comes back the other way. Nation with it. It's going to feed it off to Adams. Now going in and shooting is going to be Anaya Williams, and there's going to be a foul, so she's going to go to the free throw line with an opportunity for her first points of the game here with 3:08 left here in our third period. Darlington only has one basket here in the first almost 5 minutes of the third quarter, and they were pretty quiet in that second quarter as well. That's going to be off the rim, no good. 40-17 is your score. And here comes the free throw, and that one is going to be bounces high off the back of the rim and in. So that one is going to be good for Williams. 41-17 is your score. Darlington inbounds the ball. Another trap, and they work around it this time. They try to get it into the paint. The ball is going to roll out of bounds off of one of the Rome players, so Darlington will inbound the ball underneath their own basket here in just a minute. Feeding it in is going to be Evie Shaddy. Shaddy to toss it in, trying to find somebody open, and she gets it off to Allie Cordell. Cordell is going to give it to Georgiana Dempsey. Dempsey over to the right wing side. Now Tennell breaks for the basket, takes the pass, shoots, misses. That was a good feed there from Allie Cordell. And now we're going to see Sarah Tennell shooting free throws after the foul from Shelley. So Tennell at the charity stripe, and she will miss the first one off the back of the rim. She's 2 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight, had a couple of free throws early in the game in the first quarter. Here comes the next free throw from Tennell. Shot is up, and it will be good. So she makes one of the pair. She's 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. 41-18, 2:48 left third quarter. And here's a pass down low. Nobody picked her up. And a good basket there by Janisha Shelley after the feed from Loveman. Shelley, that is her first basket of the night. Here's Emmeline Ratliff, shakes off a defender, shoots, misses. The putback from Dempsey will not go, and we will have a whistle. So the score is 43-18, 2:30 left, third quarter. And it looks like we're going to see Georgiana Dempsey from the free throw line. Foul was on Loveman. Here comes the free throw on the way, and that's going to go off the back of the rim and won't go. So 43-18 score remains in favor of Rome over Darlington. We get ready for the next free throw shot from Dempsey. It's on the way, and it is good. So that'll cut it a little bit. Score is 43-19. They haven't put the free throw on the scoreboard just yet. So the Wolves will bring it down the floor, leading this one 43, I believe it's 19. Now they'll dribble to the right side. Now back up top, there it is. They put it on there now. And no look there for Rome. They drive towards the basket, kind of flings it up at the basket, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds, so Darlington's going to get it with 2:12 left, trailing by a good margin. Tennell looking to feed it in. She gets it in to Shaddy. Shaddy across the timeline to Dempsey. Pass to Ratledge. She goes in, tries to shoot, and gets fouled. So she's going to find herself at the charity stripe with an opportunity. And if Darlington's going to find their way back in this game, that's one of the things that's going to happen. They're going to have to get the free throw line with an opportunity to get some points with the clock stopped. So let's see if Ratledge can knock them down. Here's the first one. That's going to be in and out. We'll get ready for the second. On the floor right now for Darlington, you've got Shaddy, also Cordell, Ratledge, Dempsey, and Tennell. I'll tell you for Rome in a moment. Second free throw is going to be good. Now it's a 23-point game. 43-20, Wolves over Tigers here in the girls' championship. Rome has got the ball on the right wing. Loveman with it. Drives to the paint. Nice pass down low, but couldn't get the finish she wanted. One and done trip for Rome. Darlington works the other way with under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Stolen away. Good hands by Trenisha Adams of the Wolves. Williams with it. Now she'll give it back over to Adams. That is a super long three. Going to leave that one short. And now the Tigers come back the other way. Dribbling with it is Cordell. And she goes out of bounds on the sidelines here on the near side. Substitutions coming in for Rome. Checking in is Daniel and Covington. Also, Jaja Johnson checks back into the game here for Darlington. And she has 4 fouls, but if Darlington's going to have a shot to climb back into the game, they know they got to use her. She had 13 points in the victory over Chattooga yesterday. She adds a different dynamic to this team. And that is going to be an offensive foul for Rome, and that'll turn it over. So Darlington's going to get the ball back on the floor. For Rome right now, you're going to have Fruland, also Williams, Adams, Daniel, and Covington. Another whistle, and Tennell gets set to inbound the ball for Darlington here on the near side as they try to work the ball from right to left over onto their side of the floor. They'll feed it into the backcourt over to Jaja Johnson, who gets it back to Tennell. They try to fling it down for Evie Shaddy, and a little bump in there. We're going to have free throws here after the foul. So going to the free throw line is going to be Evie Shaddy, her first trip to the charity stripe tonight. And here comes the shot. It is in and out, but it finally goes in. So she will get the back end of the 1-and-1. And that'll make it 43-21. 1:10 left here, third quarter. Shot is on the way, and that one will go. So Evie Shaddy now with 4 points after picking up back-to-back free throws. 43-22, the score moves. 1:05 left, third quarter. Rome dribbling to the right side. Covington with it. Now she goes back up top, leaves it for Daniel. Going into the paint. And we're going to see another foul here for Darlington. Or actually, that's going to be on Rome. That's going to be on Williams. So Darlington will get the ball back. Jaja Johnson to Nell. Still pressure here from Rome. We've seen that much of the night. Now Johnson across the timeline, dribbles right, loses the handle on it. And now she's going to kick it back out to Tennell, back up top. There's a three-point look. That one's going to be a little bit short off the front of the rim. Dempsey's there for the rebound. Now she'll feed it back out for Johnson, in and out. And the ball's picked up by Dempsey again. Darlington doing a good job there on the offensive boards, picking up rebounds and getting extra shots. Here's another one from Dempsey. Unfortunately, can't get any of them to go. And Daniel gets the rebound, but it's picked away from Johnson, who throws it up and gets fouled. So she is going to go to the charity stripe. Shot did not go, but another opportunity here for Darlington to get some points with the clock stopped with 20 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. So we're almost down to the final frame of our girls' championship game. And here's the shot from Johnson. That's going to be off the back of the rim and not going to go. Johnson getting ready for her next free throw shot. This is her first trip to the line here in this basketball game. Johnson shoots. Going to be off the back of the rim and in. So the score is a 20-point game. 43-23, Rome over Darlington in the girls' championship. 15 seconds left, third quarter. Rome with the basketball, dribbling up top. Now to the right wing side. Long look at a three, in and out. Went off the backboard and around the rim and out of bounds as well. The last touch by Darlington. So Rome is going to inbound underneath their own hoop. Feeding it in is going to be Williams, and Darlington comes up with it. Johnson now has it after it was picked up by Dempsey. Now back to Dempsey, and they're going to fling it up towards the basket as time expires to end the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, Rome 43, Darlington 23 here in the girls' championship. We'll be back for the final 8 minutes after these messages on WLAQ and the live video stream. We are back live here at our Murchie High School. Darlington inbounds the ball, trailing 43-23, underway with our final quarter of play here in the girls' championship basketball game. Emmeline Ratledge with it. It's going to feed it off to Dempsey. Now they get it the right wing side, feeds it back into Dempsey, puts it up off the glass, no good. And the ball is going to go out of bounds on Darlington. So Rome is going to feed it in here in just a couple of moments with a nice 20-point lead here in the final quarter. Give you some totals at the end of the night in terms of scoring for these two teams. Rome working it around the perimeter. 7:26 left to go in the game. Ball's going to be stolen away by Sarah Tennell. Now she's going to feed it off to Evie Shaddy, who dribbles down the sidelines and across the timeline. Back to Ratledge, drives in, has her pocket picked by Tranisha Adams. Adams is going to leave it for another play. They give it right back to her. Long three-point look created by that play, and now she has 12 points after the three-point shot. 46-23, 7 minutes to go here in the girls' championship game. Jaja Johnson to Sarah Tennell as she goes across the timeline and goes over the top, and that is going to be a turnover for Darlington. Been a tough night for Darlington in this matchup. Rome with a pretty deep bench, some very athletic, skilled players, and a lot of experience. And they played a lot of games this year, too. Loveman is going to try to pass it down low. This is a good basketball team, talking about Rome, both teams for that matter, but Loveman's going to put that one in. Enjoyed watching them play throughout this tournament. Jaja Johnson's got the ball here for Darlington, and we're going to have a foul that's going to be charged against Rome, and that's going to be on Brianna Griffin. And Tennell is going to inbound the ball here for Darlington here in just a moment. 6:30 left to go in this basketball game. We got the boys championship coming up next. It's going to be Chattooga and Darlington boys. Tennell with it at the timeline. Now they're going to feed it down low, trying to get it to Dempsey. She battles for it, and we're going to have a jump ball. This time it's going with Rome. And after this game, they're going to clear the gym and then allow fans to come in for the next game. And then if there's any room left over below the 25%, then they'll let some of these fans come back in. Of course, Darlington's playing in both games. We'll see how everything shakes out in just a few minutes. But Rome has got the ball, working it around the perimeter. There's a quick look at a three, in and out, no good. Darlington gets the rebound. Evie Shaddy, to be specific, gives it off to Johnson. We're under 6 minutes to play, and a big lead here for Rome. 48-23 your score. Yeah, it's been an interesting tournament, 25% capacity. They emptied the gym, fully cleared after each game, let the fans back in and kind of get things sorted out after that. Dempsey with it. It's going to feed it off to Shaddy. Shaddy standing over on the left wing. Now gets it over into the corner here on this left wing to Ratledge, who gets it to Johnson, boxes out, tries to put up the shot. It is not going to go for her, and the rebound's taken by Nation. Nation feeds it off to the right wing side, and Adams. Adams back to Nation. Pick set for her, and now back to Adams. 5:30 to play. Adams makes a move towards the basket, gives it to Griffin, who goes in, tries to get it to Loveman. It's picked off by Ratledge for Darlington, and here comes Georgiana Dempsey with it on the other end of the floor, giving it to Evie Shaddy, who is standing at about midcourt, leaves it off for Tennell. Now onto the right wing side to Dempsey. Tennell, she's going to get it back out to Ratledge, who drives towards the lane, lowering her shoulder, gives it to Tennell, and she's able to get the shot. Sarah Tennell with another basket. That is the first one of the fourth quarter here for Darlington. 3 minutes and some change into the quarter. There's a shot off the back of the rim, no good for Rome, and so now they'll feed it back out. Loveman with the ball. Now it's going to be out there with Adams. Adams is going to give it to Griffin. She breaks to the left side. Pinky Nation with it up top. Now to Griffin, now to Loveman. Rome a bit more deliberate with the basketball now as they've got a whopping lead with almost a half a quarter to play. Now back outside. Here's the three-point look, and that one's going to be no good. Picked up off the long rebound by Adams. Another shot. That one won't fall. And on the putback attempt there for Nation, Georgiana Dempsey is going to be charged with a foul. So we got a 48-25 basketball game in favor of Rome. And Pinky Nation goes to the free throw line, shooting 2. And again, the foul on Georgiana Dempsey. Shot on the way, and that's going to rattle around the rim and in for Pinky Nation. Gets ready for her second. 49-25 is your score. Rome with the lead over Darlington, and they've led most of the way. They picked up their first lead of the game on the final shot of the first quarter, and they have led this ball game ever since. Here's the shot. That one is good as well. No pressure on those free throws for sure, and that brings the score to a 25-point game. Wolves 50, Tigers 25. Darlington inbounds the ball. They're going to feed it into Evie Shaddy. Now it's going to be stolen away and knocked out of bounds by Dakiria Daniel. Did a good job getting her hands in there. As we get ready for Darlington to inbound the ball, Sophie Shoemate is standing right behind the baseline. Underneath the basket, she's going to get it into Shaddy. Shaddy dribbling down the sidelines, goes across the center court line, is going to feed it back here to Shoemate. Shoemate to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key, ball gets loose It is going to be picked up by Daniel. Daniel down the floor is going to go right to the lane in the basket. Shoots, misses. Ratledge gets the rebound. She'll throw it down for Dempsey, who's all alone off the glass and in. That was a good sequence there for Darlington. That cuts it to a 50-27 game in favor of Rome with 3:36 left to go here in the championship gold ball game in the girls bracket. Driving towards the lane. Nobody picked her up. That was should have been an easy layup, but it was a little too strong. Now Georgiana Dempsey goes down, has a hard time getting control of the ball. The defense got down, stole it away. Here comes Rome. Covington one-on-one now with Shaddy. Goes right in, passes it away. Now they'll kick it back out to Covington. Got a little out of control there. The ball went out of bounds on Rome, so Darlington is going to get the ball back as we get ready for Sophie Shoemate to inbound the ball and watch the Darlington Lady Tigers work the ball down the floor. And right now they've got Shaddy trapped, so they'll feed it to Shoemate, down to Johnson, to Ratledge on the right wing side. Darlington working right to left. They've got it in the paint. It is picked up by Rome. Here they come after the turnover, going off to that right wing side. Gooch with it. Now she'll feed it back up to the top of the key, and they'll set up their offense. Williams with it. We are with 2:45 left to play, and Rome up 50-27, a 23-point lead. Substitutions coming into the game here for Darlington. Checking back in, you're going to see Childs and also Tunnell. So on the floor right now for Darlington, Dempsey, Childs, Tunnell, Johnson, and then also Shoemate. For Rome, you're going to have Moore, also Gooch, Covington. Let me pick up the other two players here in just a couple of moments. Also for Rome, Bowers. And then entering the game is going to be Fruland. Ball is stolen away. Rome on the other end and lays it in, and the crowd goes crazy. And let me tell you, these Rome fans, they've been feeling it for about 3 quarters now, but they can really feel it now as we're getting down to the 2-minute mark. 52-27, Rome on top. Darlington still battling, but trailing by an amount that's going to make it out of reach. Here's Georgiana Dempsey off the glass and good. But again, still battling. Georgiana's got 7 points now. 52-29, we're officially at the 2-minute mark. Rome with the ball. Covington drives the lane, puts up the shot, and banks it in. 54-29, 1:50 left to go until Rome is going to hoist their first gold ball since 2017, and it will be the 12th in Rome history. Darlington with the ball, and it is stolen away by Rome, knocked out of bounds. So again, 54-29 is your score here with 1:32 left to go in the game, and you certainly can feel the excitement from the Rome fans right now. They know what's coming. Rome will inbound the ball with the lead. A minute and a half from a big celebration. Working their ball off to the right side. They feed it in. Ball is now nearly tied up, but here's a three-point look created. That's going to be missed. Tunnell picks it up and hits the deck. Ball is picked up by Ratledge. We've got 1:11 left to play. Darlington trying to fight to get it to the other end. Evie Shaddy with it. Now she's off to the far side near the sidelines on the right wing. Now they work it down low, trying to get it to Ratledge. Picked off. Covington with it in her hands for Rome. Under a minute to play. They can really smell it now. Off to the right wing side they go. Bowers back up top. Now they come back this way. Here to the near side, into the paint. And it's going to be picked up by Georgiana Dempsey as the ball got loose. So Darlington with it across the timeline. And now they're going to feed it back up to Evie Shaddy, who goes right into the paint, tries to shoot it, and it goes in, and she's going to go to the free throw line. So the basket will count for Evie Shaddy with 30.9 ticks left to go on the clock, and she goes to the free throw line after being fouled, I believe, by Fruland. Here comes the shot. It's on the way and off the front of the rim, no good. So the score remains 54-31 with 29 ticks left on the clock to go here in the basketball game. As fans get ready to exit the building because of the protocols, they will have to leave and then see if they can come back in. 25% capacity, fighting for a shot, is Emmeline Ratledge, cannot get it to fall. 22 seconds left. Rome with the ball. They go in and try to lay it in. Missed layup. Rebounded by Dempsey. Dempsey is going to feed it to Shaddy. She goes across the center court line right into the paint, putting up the shot off the glass. Here is a putback for Tennell. 2 shots, 2 misses. Here's Ratledge, and she'll get it to go. So Darlington continues to battle until the end. Rome Lady Wolves, ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 gold ball winners in the girls bracket. Their first gold ball since 2017, and that is the 12th in team history. So congratulations to Jason Harris and the Rome Lady Wolves on their win of the girls championship. 54-33 is your final score. We're going to send it back to the studio for a timeout. We'll come back. We'll run down the scoring from the game. We'll wrap things up with this. Also, I just noticed my buddy Noah Severson has come in the building doing some work for the Rome News Tribune tonight, so we'll see if we can chat with him for a few minutes about the game and then also the matchup we have coming up in just a little bit. So a lot to go here tonight. We're about halfway through with the night as we get ready for Rome to hoist the championship trophy. Again, 54-33, your final in the girls' championship. Rome wins, and you can hear the elation from the fans as they receive the trophy. We're going to send it back to the studio for a few minutes. We'll come back for more from Armuchee High School and the 67th Annual Christmas Tournament.
From Chattooga High School, Micaiah Parrish. From Chattooga High School, Faith Foster. From Darlington, Emmeline Ratledge. From Darlington, Lauren Childs. From Darlington, Dad Johnson. From Armuchee High School, Julia Williams. From Armuchee High School, Olivia Moses. From Armuchee High School, Chloe Purdy. From Nava High School, Montana Moats. From Rome High School, Victoria Daniels. From Rome High School, Tanisha Adams. And from Rome High School, Brianna Griffin. Again, congratulations to all these young ladies and their coaches. We appreciate your hard work. We appreciate everybody cooperating with the rules of the tournament this year. We're so grateful that we were able to host it. At this time, we're going to ask that all spectators please vacate the gym. Thank you. Congratulations once again.